All right. Are you ready, Mr. Jimmie?
Yeah.
All right, let's get this thing going. What's going on, everybody? This is Calvin Smith, CSP, and today I have Mr. Jimmie Fitzgerald, comedian.
Yes.
Mr. Jimmie Fitzgerald in the house.
What's up, y'all?
You know what I'm saying? And today we're going to be talking about Jimmie as a comedian, his life, how he got started being a comedian. And, of course, you know what I'm doing. This is CSP Podcast. Glad to have you here. So we'll go ahead and get started with any further ado. Yeah.
Oh, that's groovy right there, man.
What's going on, Jimmie? How
What's
you doing,
up, man? Anybody told you look like Martin Luther King?
Oh, Lord.
Man,
Dude,
I want to test his DNA. Calvin talk like Martin Luther King, look like Martin Luther King and everything.
I have a dream.
And he got the beard like Martin Luther King.
Look, man. You crazy. Hey, man.
That is Martin Luther King.
So let me ask you a question, man.
What's up?
What was it that made you want to become a comedian?
Oh man! First of all, let me let y'all know I'm comedian Jimmie Fitzgerald. I'm from Nashville, Tennessee. Born and raised in East Nashville.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? They don't run us out. I'm in Murfreesboro now, so they running us out, man. But to get back to your question, man.
Yeah.
What made me want to be a comedian, man? Just growing up in the projects, man, and my sister Tracy Fitzgerald, she passed away last year, man. And
condolences,
she
man.
was, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
She was the one that really, she used to make us laugh, man. When Mama had to work, she would come acting silly and stuff like that, and she just always kept us in laughter, man. So I was like, man, I want to make people laugh.
Yeah.
And so my dad was pretty funny too, man. Mm-hmm. And my auntie is pretty. I got people in my family pretty funny, and it's just naturally funny, man. And my dad was naturally funny, and I think I got it from my sister and my dad. You know what I'm saying? So
I've been knowing you for a minute, man, and
long time.
I mean,
Maplewood High School.
That's right, Maplewood. The wood. For you that don't know the wood.
Yes.
And I mean, back in the day, everybody was with the mama jokes, man. Your mama this, your mama that. It was funny. And I mean, when I saw you starting to do the comedic stuff, I forgot it was online. I seen you somewhere, and I was like, dang, man, he actually has become a comedian. And I was like, it actually kind of suits you, because of you just was always a kind of funny guy.
Right.
What kind of other things, man, do you have going on?
Oh, well, right now,
besides being a comedian?
I work for the government. I don't know if we can say our name or not.
Oh, okay,
you know what I'm saying?
okay.
I work for the government. I've been there 28 years.
Okay.
And I also
government man.
Been there 28 years, man. And
can I call you company man?
I'm a company man. Yeah, company man. I need that insurance. But I've been there 28 years, and Calvin, man, I started a business after my sister passed called J Fitz Hats.
Okay.
And you know what I'm saying? And this, I started that like maybe last year, towards the end of last year, man. It's been a blessing.
Okay. So before we start talking anymore about the hats, where can they find you?
Oh, they can find me at on Facebook.
Okay.
JIIMMIE is 2 I's.
Okay.
FITZGERALD. Instagram, IG, you can find me at J Fitz Comedy.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So you can find me there as well.
Okay.
And I don't have any websites and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just me, man.
Hey, man, you got to crawl before you walk.
Yeah, man, you got to, you know what I'm saying? I'm just having fun doing this. When the money come, it's just a blessing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to say, ooh, I'm going to get rich off this thing. Man, you are not.
Hey, man, listen. The good book, the Bible says, never despise small beginnings.
Martin Luther King.
Never despise.
This is Martin Luther King.
Boy, you crazy. But seriously, never despise small beginnings, man, because you never know. So when you look at purpose, destiny, or anything like that, man, you see the problem is we've been taught to doubt, and we've been taught to for people to say, hey, man, you can't do that, you can't do this, you can't do that. But the truth is, what if you can?
Yeah, man. Growing up in Sam Levy projects, man, you just seen growing up in a poor neighborhood, and everybody around you is trying to. You got good things going on. You got bad things. You got the gang bangers. You got the dope dealers. Then you got the people that actually working. You got the working moms, and you got the dope fiend moms. So it's my mom didn't want us around that. We was around it, but she kept us in church. Yeah. And man, I was determined when I fell in love with sports. My pops got me playing baseball. When I was 9 years old. He said, "I'm gonna put you on the baseball team, man." And I remember running down the street, just happy to be doing something productive, man. Being around other kids, not just black kids, but white kids and black, because he didn't teach me to be racist or nothing like that. So you know what I'm saying? But just doing that, coming up, trying to figure out what I need to do, you know what I'm saying? It was just a process and growth.
Man, I found out, man, you got good and bad in everything. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it comes down to I'm sorry, man. What's in you come out of you. I got to hit the good book again. The thing is, I judge a tree by the fruit. Yeah. And you either an apple tree or you a lemon. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it just is what it is. And so, man, I heard T.D. Jakes say something one time, and he was talking about you got three different type of people. Mm-hmm. You have constituents. You have what's the other? You have constituents. You have comrades, and then you have confidants. And your confidants, those are the people, man, you can share everything with. They just here for Jimmie, no matter what. Jimmie, big or small, good or bad, they here for you.
I'm gonna tell you something, man, about the confidants. Yeah, my biggest confidants was some of the guys in the streets. It wasn't a lot of church people. Yeah. Some of the guys you say, hey man, you don't want to go down this road. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? One a guy was known in the streets. My mom gave him a job, and this dude, man, and he's known all around Nashville. Yeah. He's from the east side. I know a lot of guys from the bottom, man. Yeah. And I see these guys now. Most of them guys, they don't do nothing but show me love. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have to be like them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So they was like, man, that makes me even realer because I wasn't playing both sides. But when you play both sides, trying to be a Christian and then trying to be in the streets, that would get you killed. Yeah. So I just played, hey, this is Jimmie. Now I have flaws. Yeah. I have flaws, but it wasn't in the streets.
We all do, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Ain't nobody
I have
perfect.
Flaws.
Ain't nobody.
You feel me?
I tell you what, man. I work with a guy, and one thing I tell him, because he kind of a preacher. Yeah. So
now you say kind of a preacher.
Well, here's what I mean. Yeah. And man, I try to live a good life. I try to do right. Truth is, I don't always get it right, just like everybody else. Yeah. But here's the thing about it. I tell him, I said, you know what, man? Sometimes I way crooked. Yeah. Sometimes it's straight. I said, and them crooked times, I try to get it right. I said, at the end of the day, man, that's all you can do. Right. And God blesses you with another day. You wake up and you try it over again. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I said, I try to, I'm conscious of how I treat people. You know what I mean?
You've always been a good dude.
Yeah, man. But I'm just saying, I treat people how I want to be treated, stuff like that. Right. But I told him I ain't gonna lie to you, and I'm not gonna put on the front and say, man, I'm perfect. I'm not. Yeah. But nobody is. Yeah. And that's I'm not gonna beat up on the church or church people. Yeah. Cause but don't lie to people and try to make it seem like you perfect when you're not. Cause nobody's perfect.
I told a lot of lies, but it was with women. I lied, man, to just try to. The Bible says I'm gonna quote your scripture. The Bible said we was born in iniquity. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We was already born in a mess, but you know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to get preachy, but the thing is, man, that Christ, you know what I'm saying, he make us white as snow. Yeah. So the thing is, even when I was doing my little thing, I was always praying. Yeah. I could be with some girl and I say, Lord, I know I wasn't supposed to be doing that. But I go back another day because he'll forgive me 70 times 70, but that don't give me an excuse to go back. I just had to grow, Cal. Yeah. I had to grow, man.
Everybody's like that, man. And that's why I said, man, one of your biggest strengths is acknowledging your weaknesses.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so if you want to look at it in that aspect, the enemy knows your weaknesses.
Yeah.
So you might as well just admit them and be honest with yourself.
Yeah.
And so that's why I don't partake in this.
Yeah.
You know, people are perfect and whatever else. We all fall. We all make mistakes.
Yeah.
And the best thing is, man, like the confidants. You need somebody, man, that you can confide in and you can trust with your secrets.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they there for you. So the second type of person is the constituents. Mm-hmm. And they there.
Now you're saying a lot of big words. Now my brain is what do constituents mean? I'm thinking about voting or something. What do that mean?
Jimmie, we both gonna need a dictionary.
You give me all these. You are Martin Luther King.
No, but what I'm saying, so your constituents, man, that's people that's close to you, but they there for you with conditions.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So as long as Jimmie is feeding them, as long as Jimmie is doing stuff that benefits them, they good with Jimmie. But as soon as a bigger fish comes,
right,
they gonna leave you.
Right.
And it ain't nothing personal.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now your confidants, they gonna be there always. And man, if you're blessed enough to get you one or two confidants, you're a blessed man.
But does it say Jesus is our confidant?
Yeah. But
I got some guys that I do look up to, like I got some confidants.
Yeah.
So thank God for the confidants.
Yeah.
But man, I got some people that I could talk to. When I was going through a little dark phase in my life, man, one of my confidants lives in Clarksville, man.
Okay.
And I talked to him. One thing he said, young man, have you been reading your Bible?
Yeah.
I said, no, sir.
Yeah.
Have you been praying? I said, no, sir. He said, you need to get back to reading your Bible.
That's right.
And that's he helped me. He didn't judge me.
Yeah.
Because I told him what I was doing wrong, but he didn't. He didn't. You know, some people say you shouldn't do this. You shouldn't do that. If I wanted to hear all that, I can listen to Proverbs. Proverbs gonna break it down.
But you know what, man? See, that's wisdom.
Yeah.
And you need that. You need like solid, wise, honest people around you.
Yeah.
With you doing comedy, right? If things take off for you, and you start growing, man, and you start elevating, and you get to some different platforms, you're gonna need those type of people around you to help keep you grounded. You know what I mean?
I'm coming to you, Cal, because you always been a solid dude, man, for real.
So the third one is your comrades.
Okay.
And the
definition.
So the comrade is there because just basically y'all got a common enemy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We don't really like each other, but we gonna roll together. We gonna rock together because we need to get this person right here. You know, that's the enemy. Problem is, once this person is defeated, I gotta watch you. I can't go to sleep. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because as soon as you get a chance, you gonna come and get me the same way we just got this person.
Those type of people right there, I don't trust because they would be cool with you.
Yeah.
And if it was time of trouble, they'll scope you out because the enemy be like Judas.
Yeah.
They take all the money.
Yeah.
And say, I know what he said, I know what Jesus said, but give me the money. Then we went to Jesus.
Yeah.
Jesus already knew, man, you know what I'm saying? You don't snitch me out.
Yeah.
So I don't trust those type people. I'm from the hood, man.
Yeah.
You can't trust them type people, man. So if a guy slip on me or whatnot, I don't trust you, man. I'm not going to tell you what's going on because what you going to do is go tell the enemy.
So here's the thing with that. So you got those three type of people.
Yeah.
So now you know what type of people or categories these people are. It's up to you to judge them. And here's what I mean. Truth is, sometimes you're gonna need that comrade to do business.
Yeah.
It necessarily don't mean that y'all just buddies, but it's necessary to get you to another step. That the confidant, you always need them. But the constituent and the comrade, problem is sometimes we think those constituents are confidants.
Right.
And so when they bounce on us, it hurt because to you made them a confidant, a person that was close to you. You brought them into your inner circle.
Yeah.
And then when they bounce and go to something better, it's like, man, I thought they was such and such. So you got to learn how to judge everybody. The thing is, man, when we look at opportunities, if God opened up a door for you, we always think it's going to come a certain way. But he can do it however he want to do it.
He opened up this door.
Yeah. So sometimes, man, you got to, judge everybody appropriately. That's why I brought up the tree and the fruit. So you watch everything, but don't misjudge the opportunity, because sometimes
that's powerful.
the door will open from the comrade.
Man, I didn't know that.
You know what I mean? If God can do it however you want to do it, right?
He'll use your enemy to make a footstool.
There
right?
you go. So
what's that scripture?
So you got me on that one. The Martin Luther King thing just left.
That ain't his son, y'all. I thought Martin Luther King's son was gonna say that. That ain't his son. That ain't his son. He just looked like him though.
Boy, you crazy.
He didn't go to Vegas and make some money.
So
I have a dream.
You crazy. So but seriously, man. So sometimes the problem is we try to, because of the way society does things, we've made up our mind that we know how it's gonna come, and it ain't gonna always come the way you think it's gonna.
Lean not to your own understanding, but acknowledge His ways, and He will direct thy path.
That's right.
What book is that in? Psalms.
That's man. You sitting. I got to go back to Bible study to mess with you. So, but seriously, man, it's just one of them things, and so you gotta have discernment, man, to be able to say, hey, this is so. Sometimes doors shut, and
that's a good thing. Sometimes
it is. And what I've learned to do is when a door shuts, I look for the one that opened. This one ain't for me.
I'm gonna tell you something that the great Eric Thomas, he's the number one. Have you heard of Eric Thomas?
I have not. You about to educate me on him.
Dr. Eric Thomas, look him up on YouTube. He's the number one motivational speaker in the world. I know.
Oh, yeah. The guy, he speaks real forcefully. Yeah.
120.
But he calls himself E.T.
The preacher.
Yeah, I know who he is.
But man, he said, man, when a person say no, you're supposed to get hyped and be like, he said no. Because it's going to get you ready for the next, for your next move. He said, it's okay when people say no. When he say no, you're supposed to say, ooh, he said no. So when people say no to me, man, even if I'm selling something, if they say no, it's good, because it's like the business.
Yeah.
You don't have to buy from me, but I'm going to treat you like you at Chick-fil-A. Yeah. I'm going to treat you like you at Publix. I'm going to say, hey, man, Chick-fil-A. You know Chick-fil-A.
Oh, yeah.
Good customer service. When you treat people, man, you can just say, hey, how you doing? I hope you have a great day. They will remember that. It goes into their subconscious, and they remember that. But if you needing help and a person see you and don't recognize you, that you're in their presence, a person like, I'm always glad I'm in your presence. It's an honor for me to be in Calvin's presence. Yeah. When I came to the house, I was a little nervous because I said, man, I'm finna be in Calvin Smith's presence. I'm with CSP Production.
Let me tell you, I was nervous because I had some lights wasn't working. Last night everything was fine. I came in this morning. I said, "Don't do this. Come on."
That's why I said early.
Don't do that. And I was like, you know what? Yeah. Whatever. We still gonna rock this. We gonna make it work. Yeah. And the thing is, man, with this platform, it's like I want to try to create opportunity. I heard a man say, "Where there's no opportunity, create your own." So this is me creating opportunities for people like yourself and others, and also for myself.
The great Eric Thomas, Dr. Eric Thomas said, "Build your own table," and that's what you're doing.
Exactly.
That's what we doing
what it is.
For J Fish Hats. That's what we doing for J&J. I don't know if you want to talk about the business.
Come on, man. We talk about everything,
J Fish Hats, man.
This is about Jimmie Fitzgerald, the man. The comedian, the designer, is that right?
I ain't no designer.
Okay, so what is it?
I'm just a hustler.
You tell the people what it is.
Man, Nipsey Hussle, man, he really, that's one dude that, rest in peace, gone too soon. Yeah. But when I read his documentaries and see, sometimes we got to read people documentaries to see where they come from, to know where they're going, because everybody don't mean bad. Yeah. Even the rappers, man, they come from a place to where it was darkness. So sometimes they use they not being how can I put it? They being transparent, but they got a lot of anger built up. Yeah. I know a guy right now, man. His mom was on drugs when she had him. Yeah. His dad is not in his life. Mm-hmm. He told me this, and he was like, man, I feel anger, but I'm going up though.
Yeah.
Like I got more money than my parents.
Yeah.
But he's making an honest living. He's taking care of his responsibility.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? So that goes all into play. But I'm saying that to say this. Sometimes when we building something, man, we want to do it alone and try to build our own kingdom.
Yeah.
Like that's why African Americans can't never build them, because we get so Willie lynched into like, I'm not helping that person, I'm not gonna support. We are the last people that support each other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because we want people to say, hey man, I got this big house.
Yeah.
I got this big car. But man, why not build the table together? Even in Jay's Fitz, my wife, LaTanya Fitzgerald, love you, baby. I'm winking at her. But
how you doing, Miss Fitzgerald?
Yeah. She co-owner. When I started this, she was like, babe, I'm gonna be behind you.
Yeah.
And then when I started expanding out, I talked to this other guy. You know Jeff Turner.
Yeah.
Jay, we started a J&J, like a little clothing thing, but we're gonna be doing jogging suits and hats.
Okay.
And we
I think I saw that on Facebook.
Yeah, we coming in together.
Yeah.
We building a table, because the thing is, we're not gonna be on this earth long. We half 100. I'm 52.
Yeah.
So I know I ain't gonna be here long, but somebody can say that Jimmie, he'll try to make $1 out of 15 cents.
Well, here's the one thing that I also learned, that it takes a team.
Yeah.
So even you may be doing everything right now. You know, like right now, I told you a lot of stuff that I'm doing on my own.
Yeah.
Eventually, I'm bringing some people in, because I'm gonna need help. You know, and so I never look at where I'm at.
Yeah.
I always project forward, and I'm look at what this could possibly be.
Right.
I'm a person that believes in impossibility.
Yeah.
Because people always say, well, hey, that's impossible.
Yeah.
Until somebody does it.
Right.
And now it's not impossible anymore. So I'm smart enough to believe that impossibilities are possible if you can get the right people together to make it possible.
Man.
And so you talking about like a team, and you teaming up with people. That's what it takes. You know, if you look at our history, it used to take a village to do it.
Yeah, everybody want to do things their own way.
We really need to get back to that
and we
village
trying
mentality.
to. And I want to pause. I want to just congratulate you on this, man.
Thank you,
For
sir.
real.
Thank you, sir.
I want to congratulate.
Hold on. We got
You got the little thing.
We got to throw that in there. Yes, sir. Thank you, Jimmie. Yes.
Congratulations, Kevin. On
All right.
CSP production,
Thank
man.
you, sir.
I want to give you your flowers now.
Thank you, sir.
You know what I'm saying? And this
that.
not only I'm gonna put us aside.
Yeah.
This is for the youth.
Yeah.
Like you can build something, but it don't always, you don't have to be high doing everything.
Yeah.
Everywhere I go, I feel like, and I'm not downing nobody on what they do, but it's like people, the kids, the youth, they don't want to build no more. They want it instantly, like they making oatmeal. They want it instant, and you don't have to have it instantly. But I understand where they're coming from.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They look at their parents, and it's like a generational curse. And I get that.
Yeah.
Get your money, get your bag.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you know what I'm saying? Just be true to what you're doing, and be an honest person, and open up other doors, because a lot of these rappers, man, I don't care what they say, they are the best business people. When they bring other people, man, in, they let them make money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I like. Man, I don't want to down our culture, man, because I think we still have a solid culture. You know what I'm saying? Because back in the 1800s, man, when slavery was in, guess what they was doing when they was out there picking that cotton? They was still singing songs and glory to the Lord. That's why our Baptist churches, Seventh-day Adventist church, all of our churches have good music. You know what I'm saying? Did you see Joe Biden when he was what's that counselor in Atlanta?
That's the preacher that actually preaches at Martin Luther King's church.
Yeah. He preaches at your church. But what I'm saying is,
you crazy preachers at my church.
Joe Biden didn't know what to do. Yeah. Joe Biden was like this. And they was grooming Joe Biden. Joe Biden didn't know what to do because he never seen nothing like that, man.
Yeah.
He never seen that. It's soul in the church. It's our spirits, man. Yeah. It's spirits from years and years ago. that comes back. I don't care who, a baby can be born right now. You know what I'm saying? A baby can be born. It's a spirit in that baby that's gonna live forever. That baby already have soul. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
What's in your DNA, man? It's in your DNA.
It's in the DNA.
Nobody can ever take what's in your blood. You know, you can do whatever you want to do to me, but what was in the people who came before me, it's in me too. Yeah. And I had a conversation with a guy, man. It got pretty deep, and I was trying to like explain, because to me, when you look at our country, one of the things is we got to have an open, honest conversation, and I mean honest. So the thing is, you know, I was just telling him that, man, what happened to my people, it was tragic. But I come from some of the strongest people on the planet. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that's in my DNA. Yeah. And them people fought with hands behind their back. And as soon as they was given the opportunity, man, they took off running. You got that in you too. So, you know, I always look at, when it comes to opportunities, I look at all the people who came before me, and I look at all the roadblocks they had concerning them. And they were only going to be able to go so far. Yeah. And so I look at my opportunity now, and I'm like, if I don't do nothing with these hands, with the opportunities I got, then, man, I might as well be spitting in their face. You know what I mean? Yeah. So when you look at a lot of younger people, and I'm just saying even people our age and whatever, everybody got $1 million idea. Yeah. I guarantee you.
My Uncle Jesse, man. Yeah. Jesse Davis. Shout out to Jesse Davis and Callan Davis.
Miss Jesse, Miss
Callan Davis. That's her husband. Right. He gave me an opportunity. Yeah. When I was going like to church, a different function where I need to dress up. Yeah. You know, back in the day, we always wore tennis shoes. Yeah. We had to have the J's or whatever shoes that my uncle told me. He said, man, you need a pair of slacks. He said, quit. I think I'm about 21 years old. He said, quit buying tennis shoes. Yeah. He said, you gonna have to go to church. You need to get you a suit. And he taught me that, man. Yeah. He taught me how to be a man. That was an opportunity for me to listen. And I think as I'm kind of veering to the right, as men, we need another man they need to grow up under something. You know what I'm saying? We need to plant those seeds in these young men so they can have opportunities. Yeah. But if we don't give them opportunities, if they don't want to listen, guess what? They're going to do stuff on their own. They're going to take any opportunity, because you said earlier, all money ain't good money.
It's not.
And then when they take that opportunity, you know what I'm saying? But we got to build on our ancestors when we see them, you know, with they slaves and stuff. We build on that, you know what I'm saying, and try to, like you said, try to build something for yourself.
Man, I've had opportunities. Yeah. Where, like you said, good money, bad money. All money ain't good money.
Right, right.
And I judge a lot of stuff by if it's gonna cost me my character and my integrity. Right. You can keep your money, you can keep your silver.
Right, right, right.
But it took me a long time to build this. And I can't give that up. Right. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because that's my name, man. Yeah. That's my character. Yeah. That's who I am.
And that's all you have.
So you can give me your opinion of me. You can even try to put some reputation on me. But when it comes to character, that's on me. Yeah. Integrity, that's on me. Yeah. And that part of me, I ain't gonna let you have. I don't care what you put me through. I will not give that up.
Yeah. You know I'm gonna be honest with you. You want me to keep it real with you, right?
Keep it a buck. Keep it a buck.
I lost integrity, man. I lost being honest one time when I was younger, man, because I couldn't stop with messing around and doing stuff that I know it was against God. It was doing against myself, but I had to find that back. I had to find my way back. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? Once I found my way back, now I can understand what you're saying. Yeah. But if you would have told me this 30 years ago, I wouldn't. If you started a podcast or just a talk on talk, intervention or whatever, I wouldn't be able to hear you, because if I'm already out there, I hear you. But if it's good, what I'm doing, if it feel good, what I was doing, because saying feels good, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Some say it feel good.
Yeah.
But I know it can mess up your integrity, and it can mess up your character.
Yeah.
And I said, man, there's one thing that I gotta hold on, Lord. And that's why I listen to Proverbs a lot, because it gives me wisdom.
Yeah.
You know, people think I got this gray hair just to worry. No. Gray hair is a crown of glory.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, Lord, I have something to live for.
Yeah.
My mama had me when she was 15 years old.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So my mama was a child. You know what I'm saying? When she whooped me, I told on her she got a whooping.
Yeah.
We both crying at each other because, you know what I'm saying, back then, you know, because she was a child, man, she didn't know about it. And she had 3 kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, it comes down to 2, man. Something I especially younger people, I talk to them, and everybody will blame whatever, your past, your parents, your circumstances, whatever. And what are you gonna do about it? Because here you got right now, you got what yesterday, what happened to you before, ain't nothing you can do about it. It may hurt, it may leave a scar. It's gonna always be a reminder. But the truth is, what are you gonna do right now? Because every step you take right now, that's up to Jimmie.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you something.
Yeah.
The great Judge Mathis said,
Yeah.
he had a case, and I'm gonna make it short.
Yeah.
Guy lost his mama, right?
Yeah.
Judge Mathis said, I lost my mama, but I went up. The guy, when he lost somebody in his family, he got on dope and he said, Judge Mathis said, I went up. Mm-hmm. When my mom passed, I went up.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be like that, but man, when you are down, it's hard to get back up, man.
Yeah.
Some people will forget about you. If your mind ain't strong, if your heart ain't strong, some people know how to get back up, but some people, it's all it takes. They look at you like a dog. They say, man, you old filthy dog gone somewhere. But he's already down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He don't know how to get back up until he just find a little faith, just as a mustard seed, to get back up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So Judge Mathis said, I went up.
Yeah.
And it sparked something in that guy.
Yeah.
He said, Judge, I'm gonna go up. He said, I just want you to go up.
Yeah.
He said, that's what I'm gonna do. And that right there probably changed that man's life. Mm-hmm. It depends on what you put in people's spirits.
Yeah.
You can say something to somebody, man, it can make them go down, or it can make them go up. Yeah. So I want to speak life into somebody, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I seen a homeless man, Calvin, came to my job. And he said, man, I knew he was coming towards my truck. Yeah. I said, Lord, he finna come on. So I already got my little money out and gave it to him. Yeah. And the Lord said, I want you to put something in his spirit. Yeah. I can give him money, whatever he need, but I need you to put something in his spirit. Oh, yeah. I went inside of the building, Kevin, came back out. Guess who was right there? That homeless man. Mm-hmm. He said, man, this guy told me I wasn't nothing. I said, man, you are somebody, man. I said, come with me. God want me to give you something. And you know me, I'm always hustling. Yeah. I gave him something to sell. I said, you go to barbershops and sell this what I gave you. Mm-hmm. And man, I don't know if I haven't seen that guy again, but it could have changed his life. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it depends on what we put in people's spirits. I don't care if they're prostitutes or whatever, or strippers or whatever.
Yeah. You know what, man? Sometimes I was talking to a friend of mine, Arnetta. I'm giving a shout out to her because, man, she been.
What's up, Arnetta?
What's going on, Arnetta? Man, she concerning this, she stayed on me and been pushing me to get out there and do it and come out of my comfort zone. Because this is, I've always been behind the scenes. This is me coming out of my comfort zone.
Right. Oh, you always been shadow, man.
Well, just private. You know what I mean? Yeah. Just private. I'm a thinker, man. So a lot of times I observe and whatever else. Yeah. And a lot of people don't know it. I'm actually a talker. I talk a lot. You know?
Martin Luther King. You got your blood in you, man.
Yeah, but
DNA, a little DNA Martin Luther King in you.
You crazy?
Yeah.
But man, what I was telling her one day was a conversation we had, and it was about man, sometimes what God will do, he'll take what you have, and you have a need, and it's this person over here that has something, and they got a need. Now both of y'all have what each other need. Yeah. And miraculously, and I say miraculously, but it's just the way he works. He gonna have you guys come together for some type of reason. Sometimes that's seasonal. But sometimes, man, it's more than seasonal. It's part of your journey. This person is supposed to be part of your journey. And sometimes it's just a small season of your journey, and sometimes it might be a long haul.
Right.
But the thing is, that's why I said we think we figured stuff out, and God changes your plans. Not knowing I'm gonna give you this detour, but this detour is gonna lead you where you need to go. Now I'm thinking I need to go over here. Now this is where it's at. This is where I need to go. And he's like, no, I know better than you because I predestined your path.
Right.
So you get detoured, you run into these people, you got food, they got water. Now you both got what you need.
Yeah.
And then you figure it out. So I'm talking about this team, right? We need to rock with each other for a little bit because the only way either one of us gonna get down the road is we gotta pair up what we got. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it works that way, man. It's crazy how it works. I mean, we can get into the story of David and how he became, dude is out there. Of course he killed Goliath. But remember the king was having these dreams. And they said, hey, we know a dude that plays this instrument and it's soothing. And so when you look at how David got up under Saul and became his armor bearer, it was all set up from the beginning. So I'm just using that as an example. Yeah. You can talk about Joseph. Man, that man had to go through all of that stuff to get set up to be the man up under Pharaoh. And
he became the king, and the people who set him up came back to him.
And see, but what I'm saying, we don't look at it like that.
Right.
A lot of times, even when you get knocked down, it's a setup for a get up. You know what I mean? And we don't look at it that way because we so focused on what happened, what had happened. Yeah, we so focused on that and what happened. We're not looking at, hey, we being set up. So I guess it's just wisdom, man. And I've learned that when things happen, it's like, okay, dust yourself off, get up. And I asked the good Lord above, what am I supposed to do? You know what I mean? Which way am I supposed to go? I didn't ask for the steps. You gave them to me. Yeah. So just point. If that door closed, point me to the one that just opened.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's the thing, man. I'm gonna keep it real.
Yeah.
Dude, when I called you, and you said, hey, man, put me down, man, count me in, whatever else. Yeah. I was like, cause I mean, and no fault to this brother, but I had somebody counsel him, and I was like, man, I'm trying to get this thing rolling. And then I'm like, man, I didn't know it would be this difficult trying to get people. You know what I mean? Yeah. Everybody think you kind of play pimping, just whatever. Think I'm little JoJo coming down the street with a camera. Yeah. I'm like, nah, man, I'm trying to do some stuff, and I want you to be a part of it. Yeah. And so when you came, I was like, you know what, man, Jimmie's a comedian. I said,
we even dressed alike. We didn't even know.
Hey, man. Look, you don't know it, but I got a shirt just like it. I was like, ooh, I'm glad I ain't wear it.
For real. Man.
I was like, man, I'm glad I ain't wear this shirt.
Man, TJ Maxx. I've been here this thing about 5 years. I'm just not fitting. I just lost weight.
Okay. Oh, you look good, man.
Yeah, man. Thanks to COVID.
Yeah. So
and Herbalife, shout out to Cicero.
Well, he sells at Herbalife. Okay.
And Melissa Misfit.
Okay.
Yeah.
But now, man, it's just the way things
That's
work,
his wife.
Man.
I'm sorry, that's his wife.
Okay. Yeah, so I mean, and I don't mean to get too deep, man, because I'll sit here and talk about stuff like that all day, but it's just I've learned, man, just the way life works. We got to be more conscious and open to and paying attention.
Yeah. Because we gotta lend our ear. I ain't mean to cut you off. We just gotta lend our ear to God, man.
Yeah.
And people think, man, you'd be amazed how people meditate. People meditate different ways.
Yeah.
People meditate, they might get a little cocktail. Some people meditate, they smoke weed. But what I'm saying, they thinking. Yeah. People are thinking now. And they wanna, man, listen, Calvin. We want to be in a good place, man. Yeah. It's not like we just out here just like a bunch of wolves just trying to find somebody to destroy. But when a pack of wolves get together, they hungry, man. Yeah. And I feel like I'm 52, man. I'm 52 years old. And I feel like now time is like, it don't stop. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So when you, like you said earlier, when people come together and you're trying to build something, it really helps your soul, because now it only takes that one person.
Yeah.
Because that one person, you can change a lot of lives. You can change a multitude of lives. Just one person, because that one person going to say, man, man, he gave me some water. And just like in the Bible, God said if you pass a person, even if they're on the interstate, if you can't help them, just say a prayer with them.
You know what, Jimmie?
Now let me know if I'm getting off track, because I got ADHD and I might say anything.
No, seriously, man. People we look at that are successful, if we could get the backstory, and they could tell us, who was that person that helped you, and because of the phone call they made, or because of whoever was in the room, and they said, hey, come here, I want you to meet Jimmie. And that's all it took. And because of that person, if you hadn't have been in touch with that person, whatever, it wouldn't have never happened.
Right.
I just heard Chris Rock, man, not Chris Rock, but Chris Tucker. And he was on T.I.'s podcast, and I was, listening to him talk about how everything worked for him. He said that he lost, and I think that's how he got to Def Jam. He said that he lost a competition. And because of the competition he lost, somebody that was there ended up calling his agent and said, hey, we want him on Def Jam. And after that, he blew up.
Yeah.
But he was just saying, I had to lose he said, I ain't even win. I lost the competition. And then after that, he started talking about how everything just started snowballing, just started working.
That's what happened to Mike Epps. Documentaries, man. Mike Epps, man, it's a dude, man. He said in this comment, he said, I might not have all the money. But I still got the juice. What I'm saying is because I know he know where he came from. Mike Epps moved from where he lived, went to, somebody said, you need to come to Atlanta. Then somebody said, what you doing in Atlanta? You need to go to New York. And then when he went to but he followed his dream. Everybody out here, the Martin Lawrence's, everything, he used to work in man, they all have, if you look at read their documentaries, man, they went through the process. It's a process for everything. You got to go through the process. If God tell you to go to right and you go left, and you didn't go right because you say, Lord, I failed that. God might say, I might shut the door on you. Kevin Hart he been doing comedy. Everybody looking at him now say,
I read that, man.
They threw a bone and he was doing a set and hit him in the side of the lip. And say, man, you boo. Look at Kevin Hart now.
They said, I read something on him, man. They said that he has been he was trying to break through for, 17, 19, almost 20 years. And then finally, when he got his break, everybody act like it was overnight, but he been in this game for a long time.
For years, man.
Trying to come and make it.
Steve Harvey's and Red Fox, they been all these people who we see on TV, man. Those are like my mentors. I love, my wife will tell you, and I know I need to pray more at night than we do, me and my wife. But man, my wife said I went to sleep on Fred. I watched Fred Sanford every night, every day, throughout the day. I'm talking about when he first began. Because I love sitcoms, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I always keep. Carol Burnett was one of the first shows I watched. The Benny Hill show, I thought it was a porn show at night because I used to say, "Dad, I want to watch Benny Hill." Benny Hill used to come on at 2 o'clock in the morning.
On there,
had the little girls on there. I know. Forgive me, Lord, but I used to watch Benny Hill. That was the first porn thing I thought. You know what I'm saying?
Lord.
They used to watch. I mean, I didn't know, but it excited me. Them little girls.
That was that.
Then they show your leg. Them little girls show their Benny Hill, be like, I used to watch that stuff, man.
Oh, you crazy.
I be up at 3 in the morning watching Benny Hill.
I remember that, though. Man, the thing about dreams that's powerful, and everybody don't get this part, you the only one that has to believe it. And it's like, whatever you do not give up on your dream. And what we don't realize is people that need you to fulfill that dream. It's people on this earth that needs Jimmie to fulfill his dream. Because you don't realize it, they actually connected to you. So that path I was talking about, they need you to come to this point. Because you don't realize you getting here is gonna help so many people. You know what I mean? And you may be a doorway. You may help some people. You don't never know what may come of it. But everybody that has a dream, the problem is we all spend our time trying to, fear is a factor. It is. I know they got a show, Fear Factor, but it really is. And fear cancels out a lot of people pursuing their dreams.
Well, fear factor, I think I be feared of some of the things they do. I'm not finna eat a scorpion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They do some stuff. I'm not eating a bug.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They do stuff.
Eyeballs and...
Yeah, man, I'm not doing that. That fear. That fear is like, to me, I used to be scared of swimming. Mm-hmm. It was a fear factor for me, right? Mm-hmm. Some people, fear factors are totally different. But I'm not finna do nothing stupid. I'm not finna say, oh, I want a car to see, I can be Jesse Owens, but I'm not gonna say Jesse Owens. You know, I ain't gonna say, man, I'm Jesse Owens. I'm gonna see, can I run across this interstate and not get hit?
Well, we live in that type of society though, where people put on personas, and they really ain't that person. You know what I mean?
They ain't really about that. They ain't about that
is
life.
What I told a friend of mine last night. I said everybody want to be gangster until it's time to be gangster.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Remember, I go back earlier.
Yeah.
I knew some dudes, you know what I'm saying, that they was about their life.
Yeah.
And they'll let you in.
Yeah. But that can apply to anything. Yeah. Everybody, okay. And the thing now, you was talking about like some, and I don't want to beat up on young people, but some people, I just say people, they don't want to pay their dues.
Yeah.
And they just want to start at the top. And it's only a small percentage of people who can do that. And so it can be jokes, it can be, I don't care what industry it is. And the thing is, it's like, man, with some of this stuff, it's this process.
But I'm gonna tell you why a lot of young people, and I'm saying this out of love, Calvin. Yeah. A lot of young people see the failures, and they don't know how to accept it, so they do it their own way now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They don't been lied to. They've been fall upon. Say, man, you ain't gonna never be a rapper. You ain't gonna never be an author. You ain't gonna never be able to write a book. And some of them don't. You know, they say, man, it's like, I'm finna show you what I'm finna do.
Yeah.
That's why when you see a lot of rappers, man, they cocky because they telling that person, oh, you thought I wasn't gonna do this.
Well, you figure each generation had that.
Yeah.
You had rock and roll.
Yeah.
And rhythm and blues. And then with our generation, hip hop was born.
Yeah, hip hop.
It was really a little
Generation
bit before
X.
us. Yeah, but we took it to a whole nother level.
Shouts out to the Generation
That's right.
X.
We took it to a whole nother level.
Yeah,
and made it worldwide.
Yeah.
So now when it comes to those people that are younger than us, they got a totally different feel. And if we really just honest about it, the generation before us looked at us the same way we looking at them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've learned, man, it's a communication problem between the different generations. You know what I mean? Now, with us, we can communicate a little different than the young generation because we were here before it was computers.
Yeah.
And then there were computers. We were here before it was internet. And then we remember when, not to sound old, but TV used to go off at 12 o'clock.
Right,
do the Star Spangled Banner, it come back on.
And then you go red, white, and blue, whatever.
Yeah. And it wasn't cable, so we even saw cable come in.
It was called the box.
Yeah, they had the satellites.
Satellite
and they had
it's
bigger than that. Turning in the backyard. Yeah.
Remote control about this big.
Yeah. The phones was as big as this microphone.
Yeah. But it was coming.
Yeah.
It was coming.
But what I'm saying is our generation touched both sides of it.
Yeah.
And was really the start of a lot of this technology revolution that happened. So the younger generation, they born into it. They don't know nothing else. You know what I'm saying?
But I think if we come correct with them, if we be real with them, they gonna remember because we planted the seed. Like me, you, they might not. Have you ever seen a young dude with his pants down?
Yeah.
But he'll see you and he'll pull his pants up. He feel that. Yeah. He feel the spirit.
Yeah.
I feel like I've seen this.
Yeah.
But when we say, man, y'all ain't nothing, what we doing is they building up a wall.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something else we had in our generation that's lacking now.
Yeah.
We had more mentors.
Yeah, we had more mentors.
So there were coaches. You had people like you was talking about in your neighborhood. We all had the old heads.
Yeah.
That if they seen us doing wrong, I don't care if it was your mom and them friends or whatever. I said, yes, right, mom and them.
Yeah, that's right. Big mama. Yeah.
Yeah, they would do. I mean, we get in trouble twice. You get in trouble here, and then they call your mother and whoever else, and then it happened again. But it was more of a village feel where people was taking care of people.
Yeah.
Now and it became, now you can't say nothing to my child, you know, and blah blah blah. And whatever.
Yeah.
And so what I'm saying is those mentors. So we look now, we talking about it.
Yeah.
But what are we doing to mentor them? The same way those people mentored. It was coaches, teachers, in your church, in your family, on the street.
Yeah.
But you had those male mentors that, and some of them, even though they was out there living that life, come here, young blood, let me holler at you.
Yeah.
And because they didn't want you to take this path. You know what I'm saying? So they don't always have that.
Right.
And that's needed.
More so you saying they need more, it's more father figures, you know, out here. And
we got more single mothers than ever.
Yeah.
You know, that's the truth too.
But
so
I feel like sometimes I said when we see, now I try to look at both sides.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't listen to one side no more.
Yeah.
And that's why I feel like when we think about the guy on the cross,
the
people who knew that guy on the cross in the middle that talked to Jesus, not the other guy. That one guy said, Jesus, if you are Lord, save yourself. The other guy said, Lord, when you go to paradise, just remember me. He said, to this day, you would be with me.
Yeah.
Because the people in the village, whoever he hurt, they going to talk down on him.
Yeah.
But the thing is that person, yourself, when you know you done wrong and you know they going to be like, Lord, I want to be saved.
Yeah.
I do need to change. And that's how I was. I didn't grow up with a father figure, but the thing is, like you said, the village raised me. Really.
And you had coaches.
Coaches.
We don't realize it,
Yeah.
but these people played a important role in our lives.
Man, the coaches are the more. I mean, shouts out to all the coaches.
Yeah.
Man, don't you know some of these coaches, man, back in the day, they weren't really getting paid no money. They used to take us home.
Yeah.
They used to make sure we got home. I mean, pack up the car. We be sitting on top of each other, man.
Yeah.
But they always made sure that we got home and then probably go get you something to eat.
Yeah.
But the thing is, they was doing the Lord's work, man.
Yeah.
They care about us.
Yeah.
And that's why I say shouts out to the coaches, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we ought to look at that and whatever we can do,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, and to help somebody. You know, we can help. We can't help everybody.
Yeah.
You know, because now, like you said, it's different from back then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't know what you take some people home now and they on that dope or whatever, you mess around and get robbed.
Yeah.
But the thing is,
Yeah.
The coaches, man, really took care of their players, man.
Yeah.
They took care of the players.
So I heard you talk about not Richard Pryor, but Red Fox. Who would be, if you had a mentor as far as a comedian, would it be Red Fox, or do you have a couple people that
I got a couple people
that were the ones that, hey, this is who Jimmie's taking the blueprint from, or is it somebody local, man, that you know?
I don't know if anybody heard of Martin Lawrence was probably the guy that I would probably I would love to just sit down, you know, and talk to. Martin Lawrence. I would love to sit down and talk with Mike Epps.
Yeah.
Because and another guy I would love to talk to is DC Young Fly.
Okay.
I like their spirits, man. It's just some, you know, I want to you know, trying to I don't know the proper word when you trying to get in touch with somebody.
Yeah.
I used to say, Mike Epps, hit me up.
You stalk him.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I didn't want to IG stalk him.
Yeah.
I used to say, Mike Epps, hit me up, man.
Yeah.
I want to just talk. But because, man, their conversation, man, and another guy, man, that I would love to sit down and talk to would be T.I. You know, some of them guys, because, man, they got good conversation, man.
I tell you what, man, let's give them a reason.
Yeah,
I told you we creating opportunities.
Yeah, man.
When we start doing, you know, one of the things I told you that I want to do is some shorts, and some of that stuff's gonna be.
But them guys want you to be doing something. They they don't want to talk to you if you ain't doing it.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
That's when I do comedy.
Yeah,
I got a job for 28 years.
Yeah,
and I do this J Fizz hats.
Yeah,
and I'm doing J&J apparel with my boy Jeff Turner.
Okay.
And man,
shout out to Jeff Turner.
Shout out to JT. I call him Terry New, but man, and his wife.
Yeah.
And the thing is, man, it's like these opportunities, it's not just to meet. I don't get what you call it when you meet stars and stuff like that?
Starstruck.
No. These dudes, man, have grind. I've seen the grind, and that's my same grind.
Yeah.
That's why Nipsey Hussle, I seen his grind.
Yeah.
When the police said, hey, man, what you doing selling this stuff out of the trunk? Mm-hmm. He said, man, I'm just trying to make $1.
Yeah.
And what Nipsey Hussle do? He went and got the paperwork and went and bought the whole building.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just about leaving a legacy.
Yeah.
To those who coming up behind you.
Yeah.
When I leave this earth, man, I want people to say, hey, man, this dude was funny. Yeah. First of all, he loved the Lord, and he had flaws.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But, man, I try every day. I get on the Lord's nerves every day, man. I'm up walking around the house just talking to the Lord in the middle of the night because, man, I know he have a job. And Cav, I'm going to say this real quick. If we leave this earth, number 1% people know you. Because this is a big world.
Yeah.
Because everybody ain't going to know Calvin. Mm-hmm. People that know you will be sad and crying at your funeral. But when you look at the whole earth, they still going about their business.
Yeah.
But the number 1 person will know you is Christ.
Oh, yeah.
That's the number 1 person I want to please.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If I don't please nobody else, I'm like that dude on the cross. I'm like, God, when I leave this earth, remember me. Remember me, Lord. And that's my prayer every day.
I'm going to tell you something that, and I don't know who told me this. I don't know where I heard it, but it's just relevant. He said, what you do for yourself, you're going to take with you when you leave here.
Right.
What you do for others, you leave behind.
Right.
So I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
And so when we look at a lot of people who may be famous, and sometimes they're not, but a generation after or after, people still talking about it because those are the things that they left behind.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They didn't do it for themselves. What they was doing, it was a purpose, a dream, but they did it for God gave you a gift, man, but he didn't give it to you to keep it. You know, my mother, we were having a conversation. I was talking about this podcast. She said, stop talking about it and do it.
Ooh, I like that.
She did. She said, stop talking about it and do it.
Yeah, you need to get a T-shirt.
And when I did it, I wasn't ready. But I said, I'm doing it. I heard her. Mama, I heard you. I did. I said, you know what? She's right. And the things that God gave you, that put just like Moses, when he was asking God for XYZ, he said, what I put in your hand. And that's what he's asking all of us. Take what I put in your hand and do something with it.
You know, regrets, you don't want to have regrets.
Yeah.
I have a regret. My cousin passed away, Nikki Wright. She went to Maplewood.
Okay.
You know Angela?
Yeah.
That's my cousin.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Nikki could cook. She was on Instagram. She took care of her grandkids. She loved her family. She loved her dad, her mom, her sisters, her brothers.
Yeah.
But man, Nikki Wright, she wrote a book, man, on Instagram. Like it was a life of, it should have been a life of Nikki.
Okay.
She took care of her grandkids, her daughter. She loved to cook. She had a plethora of talent, man.
Okay.
She loved to plant. Mm-hmm. You look on there, she said, y'all, I'm finna go to bed. You can see her room, how she made it hers. She made her house hers. It spoke her name when you walked in her house. Yeah. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. But I had a regret, Calvin. I always say I was gonna go over there while she cooking, and I never did. I went over there one time because she did the fish sounds, but I wanted to randomly go over there and say I wanted a thing called What You Cooking. Yeah. So I wanna get with you on this on the podcast. Yeah. I want us to go somewhere and say what you cooking, and we do that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Even it's once a month. Yeah. But I want to go to people's houses and say, what y'all cooking? What y'all cooking? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. So when you get ready to do this, edit this, you know what I'm saying? I want us to do that. So nobody else can say, put this on y'all. If anybody take what I just said, I got this on the thing. Don't take my idea. Cause this is for my cousin Nikki. Yeah. She passed away. But that's I love that girl, man. We just talked on the phone. Yeah. I mean, on video chat. Yeah. And I just want to give a shout out to her family, man. I love that lady, man, and that's one thing that I regret is not going by her house.
Man, time is the number one resource.
It's like a vapor
that I don't care how much money you have.
Right.
You can't buy it.
Ain't bad, man.
And what we do with time, when last year, circumstances happened, but I told myself this year, beginning of the year, with whatever time God gives me that I have left, I'm gonna make it count.
You making it count?
I am gonna make it count. So I said I'm hitting the ground running.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna make it happen.
Yeah.
By any means necessary.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it just is what it is, Yeah. So man, what are jokes, man? Give me some.
I gave you some jokes. I said Martin Luther King. Hey, man, listen.
I'm just joking with you, man.
You need to get a powder lady, a little people, little powder lady about that tall. You single, right?
Yeah.
Man, you need to get a little person, man, about that tall to come and do the powders, man. Your ratings would go to the roof.
You crazy.
Why you think on the what's his name, Juicy, from Ricky Smiley, his ratings was to the roof from Juicy. Hey, you need another young Juicy on your set. You need a little person. Yeah. So if anybody's about that tall, come, Kevin, single man.
Oh Lord,
come and be his powder lady. About that tall.
Oh man, you crazy, dude.
Yeah, man. Shouts out to my sister, Angela Bryant, man. That's my my sister Tracy, the one that passed away, and my sister Angela, man.
Okay.
We was like three pears in a pod, man. Yeah. When she passed, it broke our heart. So every time I see my sister, man, it's like, man, I see Tracy and my mom in her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And Angela. So you know what I'm saying? So shouts out to the whole family, man, and man, thank you for having me on, man.
Man, ain't no problem, man. And Jimmie, this will definitely not be the last time I have
thank
you
you,
on.
Man.
And if there's anything I can do, I told you to help you to promote and market what you're doing as far as comedy or anything else you got going on where you need to promote it, man. Call me, let me know.
Yeah, you can look me up, J Fitz Comedy on Instagram, or you can email me at jfitz01@bellsouth.net. Yeah, I got that old school bellsouth.net. Or you can give me a call, 615-573-9008. You know what I'm saying? Hit me up. I do pastors' anniversaries.
Okay.
I do family reunions. I was traveling, until COVID hit. I was going to Florida. I've been to South Carolina. I've been to Salisbury, North Carolina. I've been to Charlotte. Columbia, South Carolina. Been to Florida.
You've been doing. I didn't know you
Alabama.
were doing all of that.
Man, my family down in Huntsville, Alabama, and Madison, Alabama. Man, I do everything for them. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I just love comedy, man. I'm gonna give you the truth. I love comedy, man. It keeps me. It's like a medicine. That's true.
Yeah. You
know what I'm saying? I don't gesture nobody.
Yeah.
Now, if you a smoker and got a hole in your throat, I'm not gonna say.
Yeah.
You need to stop talking about people that smoke. You know, they get. You ever seen them things?
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you got to talk. You got. Hey, Calvin, can I be on your show? Will you have somebody that's, hey, Calvin, can I be on your show? Will you let them on, man?
Hey man, it's
don't be discriminating.
It's an opportunity.
Yeah, I know. And that will be an opportunity.
Yeah.
But what if he, take that thing off and he been smoking outside? Some people still smoke with that thing and they get on your mic with this stuff.
No. We won't do no smoking here. They had to go outside.
No, what I'm saying, he don't smoke outside and he got that little thing and then, but he had to cover that up.
I got a shotgun mic where I can shoot it right there.
You're killing.
It'll pick up. No, we ain't shooting. It's just a mic. It'll project the sound in a certain area. So we got,
Man, when I was finna talk about smoking. I'm gonna tell you this real quick and then I got to get out of here. I was gonna talk about smoking on my set.
Yeah.
And man, I seen that lady coming in and I couldn't even talk about the joke. But guess what she said after I did my set? She said, "You were so fun. I was just laughing. You are so funny." But I wanted to laugh. Man, it took everything in me not to laugh at the. She's like, crazy. "You are so funny," because she had a little mic.
Yeah.
She's
crazy. Man, I appreciate you coming through, Jimmie, man.
Thank you for having me, man.
it's like I said, it's definitely won't be the last time.
Yeah.
And I look forward to having you.
Hour and 30 minutes.
Hey man, I told you we some talkers. You know what I'm saying?
You got a lot of editing.
It do what it do. Nah, it ain't that bad.
Oh, it ain't
that
okay.
Bad. Nah, man, I told
Don't
you.
cut me short,
I'll
man.
be able to take this and do some stuff with it, and I'll send you a.
That's nice, man.
I'll send you a copy of it.
Yeah.
And other than that, anything else you want to share? Anything?
Man, thank you for having me, man. You got a nice set here, y'all. This is nice. I'm serious. And Kevin's single too, you know. Got a big old house.
It ain't.
You ain't got a dog.
I ain't that single.
Kevin, you here by yourself.
Hey man. Yes sir. I am.
Yeah, you ain't got a dog.
I had a dog years ago.
Come here, boy.
I had a dog years ago. And
nice.
And
peaceful.
I just can't.
You don't even have to make up your bed if you don't want to.
I do that. That's that old military thing, man.
Yeah.
I get up.
Thanks for something because you was in the military. How long?
Yeah. I did 4 years.
Yeah.
But it's just habit. As soon as I get up, man, I make up my bed. You know?
Man.
Now I ain't gonna lie, I get lazy every now and then.
You can do whatever you
bad.
Yeah. But once
I feel bad.
Once you're in my position, Jimmie, come here. I was like, okay, baby. Man.
Yeah, man.
Thanks for having me, man.
I'm gonna get you a little, I guess, just a little outro music, man. And
that outro music.
Here's the thing I want y'all to remember. Look Jimmie up, support him and everything he's doing, not only just with his comedian stuff, but it's the clothing and everything else. Jimmie Fitzgerald. Man, I enjoyed it.
Thank you, man.
You know what I mean? I enjoyed it. Jimmie Fitzgerald, y'all. All right.